Wednesday, April 8th, 2020. So we just got to see a glorious full moon last night. And those of you who did my meditation, my gentle yoga tension release last night, you've already heard of this, but I was doing a meditation yesterday, and I felt, while I was doing this meditation, I felt like as if I could pull the moon's light and energy within my body. The moon is a lunar energy. It's a female energy. It's a white in color energy, although it was a pink supermoon last night. It was still a nice bright, whitish color. So we're going to start with that moon breath. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. It's going to be a multi-level chill flow. So you do what you can. If something gets a little too excited, then bring it back down to your level. So come into a comfortable seat and let's just get to it, shall we? So drop into your heaviest part of your tush. Feel those two bones kind of secure you like your own in-made chair, and for some of us, and you may be feeling like you're leaning back a little, just keep going until you find that nice, perfect, sweet spot, that sukti they call it in yoga, and then close your eyes. Okay, and then I'd like you to imagine that glorious full moon right here on your forehead, in your mind's eye. And I want you to breathe it all in. Breathe it all in until it comes deep within the eye, into the throat. Maybe plant it somewhere in the chest. And just exhale. Let's do maybe 6 of these. Inhale, pull in that beautiful light of the moon. Ida. That vibrant light. That fierce light that goes down through history and many stories of it guiding people in their travels, the tides of the water. And there's all different stories that bring people astray of what's true and not true about the full moon. So we all have our own stories. Just allow yours to unfold through your practice. One more. And then go ahead and come right into the lunar breath. Thumb up, index and middle down. Thumb touches the right nostril. Ring touches the left nostril. Okay, and just for a second, know that the left side is the Ida, the female, the lunar. The right is the sun, the male, the Pingula, okay, red in color. And they actually both start at the base of the spine, okay? And then they come all the way up the Shushama, which is the middle of the body, and then they land in the left and the right nostrils, okay? So we're gonna kind of follow it and watch the energy rising. So here we go. We're gonna inhale through the left nostril only, so close off the right. Close off the left, exhale through the right. Close off the right, inhale through the left. Close off the left, exhale through the right. Very simple, and just keep up with that. Inhaling left. Exhaling right. And keep doing that on your own for about a minute. Allowing the lunar energy to be the dominant energy, the cooling energy, the creative energy. And imagine as if you can see it rising higher and higher with each inhale from the base of the spine where it starts, and it kind of just goes up the spine like in infinity signs, 3 infinity signs. They call these actually serpents though in the yoga practice. And that you have to let the serpent's mouth, okay, now we're gonna get a little weird, open to rise the energy up into the nadis or through the nadis, and allow them to really feel at the nose. Do you need to know all of this? No, not really. But just know that this is happening. Maybe 3 more rounds. Feel that white, glorious moonlight. In and out. And after this last round, Go ahead and release the hands down by the knees. And just feel just for a moment. Maybe there's a little subtlety of change within your energy. I hope that there is. And I want you to pay attention to self-study, the Satyaya, I think it's called in yoga, Svatiyaya, which is a self-study, how things energetically change. And I definitely feel it, and I hope you do too. It's just a small bit of pranayama, which is the most, the quickest way, let's say, to really change your energy, pranayama, focus, meditation with the breath. And then let's begin the physical practice. Without the physical practice, you won't truly get the fruit of your labor, they say, right? So let's jump to that as well. Let's go ahead and open your eyes as you return all back to each other. And let's come right into child's pose. So tush on your seat, arms out in front. And I don't want you to do anything except just release into your child's pose. You can even bring your left temple down. And just feel your hips. I want you to I'm going to get up, and I want you to pay close attention to the feeling within the tops of your hips, where the thigh bones meet the hip bones, kind of where the meat of the psoas muscle is. And psoas muscle is going to creep its way into our practice this week. But that is the muscle of the soul, okay? That's our primal muscle. It's our fear muscle. And we're seeing big changes within that, okay? So that's all I'm going to say about that for today. But I want you to just feel yourself awakening from the survival mode of the first chakra, or where the nadis begin, of the Ida and the Pingala, and feel them awakening as we explore the practice today through the physical body. And it's not just us that are exploring these things. These are happening all around us. We're coming out of primal, of me, take, into more of a lifting energy, a global lifting and awakening. Okay, now I want you to just feel where your shoulders are on your body. Don't change it. Just notice, are they high by the ears? And then I want you to feel, as when you push now with both hands into the mat, how the shoulders automatically go away from the ears. So go ahead and bring the forehead down now, and push to the floor, or into the floor, and then pull the floor towards you. And feel how that sends the shoulders back onto your spine. And then do that again. Inhale, lift the chest, gaze forward, pull the yoga mat towards you with the hands. Feel the shoulders go towards the body. And then one more time. Pull the yoga mat towards you. Feel how the shoulders come towards the body. And then Miss Jackie's favorite, I want you to feel this as you shift your body into downward dog. Keep the gaze at the thumbs and begin to lift to tabletop. And then slowly, hips to the sky, downward dog. Okay, so in downward dog, you can't really pull the mat towards you. If you can, then you've got some things that I'm not capable of doing. But I want you to find what you can do to get those shoulders and that same feeling away from the ears. Just for a second. And then slowly release all the way back down to the knees. All the way back down, child's pose. Pull the floor towards you, lift up slightly. Feel the shoulders on your spine. Good. And then all the way up, tabletop. Keep using that pulling action. Lift up the chest, melt the tummy towards the mat. Gaze comes up. And then tuck the tailbone in. Belly comes towards the spine, chin comes towards the throat. Good. One more time, inhale, tailbone lifts, belly drops, sternum lifts, shoulders go back, chin comes up. Notice how slowly I'm doing this, okay? And then I want you to do it just as slowly in the reverse. Pay attention of what happens to the body, bone, muscle, shoulders, right, and chin. And then this time, all the way back up, downward dog. But keep the gaze forward until your hips and legs extend. Good. Really nice. Okay. Then find that nice breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Keep your mouth sealed. Keep your tongue relaxed down behind the teeth this time on the bottom part, which disengages thought. Whenever the tongue goes up, I'm asking you to do a deep focal point of meditation, of thought. This time I want the tongue down to the bottom palate. And then come up high into the balls of the feet. Not the toes, just the balls of the feet. And send the shoulders back again. Feel what this does for the body. And then I want you to send those hip creases back, those psoas muscles, right? And then release the heels. Good. And then one more time. Balls of the feet. Send the hips way back, those psoas muscles, engage them, scoop the belly in, and then heels back down. Good, then bring your gaze forward, and just gently heel-toe walk to the front of your mats. And then let it all go. Okay, I want you to bring big attention now to the left foot, and draw in energy from the left foot into the hips. And then same thing to the right foot. And then go back to the left inner thigh. And I want you to muscularly tie the muscles to the bones of the left thigh, maybe straightening the left leg a little bit more. And then draw in energy from the right inner thigh, up into the base of the spine. And then bring your gaze forward, send your shoulders back, just like you did in that child's pose. Keep all of that energy in the legs, and then bring it down towards the legs. Good, and then soften through the knees, push into the fingertips, and lift all the way up. Hands over your head if you'd like, but not necessary. And then bring the hands to your heart. Draw your shoulders back and down onto your spine. And then I want you to feel the left foot again. Can you lift through the left arch of the foot? And can you lift the left 5 toes? And when you do that, notice how the left muscle turns on and the inner thigh kind of turns in. You may even feel something happening within the bones. And then settle the left toes all the way down. Lift through the right arch of the foot. Good. Feel how the toes, now the right toes lift up. And how the right muscle engagement happens through the right leg. Okay, keep the engagement, bring right 5 toes down. Lift the left arm up to the sky, and then rotate the palm to face inward to draw the shoulders back and onto the left scapula, and then lift the right arm up. Palm faces inward, and feel the right shoulder draw onto the scapula. Okay, so now we've got our feet, our legs, our inner thighs, our arms, our inner arms, our palms, everything engaged. But there's something maybe slacking in the navel. So now I want you to please hold the navel in as if the ribs hug towards inner midline as well. Good. Okay, just feel this energy within you here, but don't let the shoulders hike up. We want the shoulders soft and down. And just feel an awareness through the midline as it rises. Inhale through the nostrils. And then on the exhale, hinge at the hip and fold all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift with all of that engagement. And then exhale, please step back with the left foot to the back of the mat. Bring the left knee down towards the ground and untuck the toes, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, lift the left knee up, step the left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right leg back, get long through the spine, and bring the right knee down. Untuck the toe, inhale. Exhale, lift the right knee and step it forward to a fold. Good. Push through the feet, lift through the inner thighs, halfway rise. Good. Exhale, step it back with the right leg again. This time, keep your belly in, lift the arms to the hips or the hands to the hips, rise the chest up, and bring the right heel down. Press into the left leg, make it straight. Exhale, rebend the left knee to drive it over the second toe. Okay, inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, sink into the left. One more time, inhale. And this time, open up the arms, warrior two. Set the shoulders onto your spine. Inhale, lengthen through that midline, that Sushumna line, that lengthening, lifting energy. And then exhale, left forearm on the left side, right hand over your head to stack the wrist, side angle. And then play here with your side angle. Activate the right inner thigh by kind of lifting through the right knee, pressing through the right pinky toe. Take a moment to arrive into your pose. And then press into the left foot, lift all the way back up to warrior two, chest stacked over the hips. Bring the left hand down to the ground, bring the right hand down to the ground. Giant step forward, right foot meets the left foot. Good. Inhale, lift up the spine halfway. Exhale, step it back with the left leg. Get active through the left heel and the left inner thigh. Bring the hands to the hips, lift the chest up over the hips. Inhale. Bring the left heel down. Exhale. Okay, same thing. Push into the right foot. Inhale. Just waking up through the right hip. Sink low. Exhale. Each time you go up, you feel an upward rising energy. Each time you go down, you feel a descending energy. Allow yourself to be successful and to go deeper and deeper. The next time that you come down, open up the arms, warrior two. Just like with the arms, the legs, feel that center activation as well, so that you're not focused too much on the external. Good. On the next exhale, right forearm down to the right leg, left arm over your head. Find your pose, activate your legs, feel what there is happening in the body, lift through the arches of the feet. And then on the next inhale, push into the right foot, lift up the chest and the arms open, warrior two. 2 rounds of breath. Exhale, right hand outside the right foot, left hand down inside, and step forward. Good. Shift the body weight, center over the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Find a deep relationship with the legs. Your legs have a huge relationship about how far you can take your asana practice, right? If the legs don't stay connected to the body, you kind of feel like this disconnected wobble bobble thing in cartoon. We want to feel like a deeply connected being. So connect inner thighs. Feel the psoas working hard. And then I'd like you to press into the feet. Press into the fingertips, rise all the way up again. Inhale. Exhale immediately down through the middle of the body. As you pass through the center, call the center of the body to activate. So we're going to do that again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Push into the feet, into the hands. Inhale, rise. Where your hands pass, demand attention. Fold. Straight down, demand, demand. Feel what happens. Through the middle. Nice. Did you feel that? I hope so. I sure as hell did. Inhale, halfway lift, adding on this time. Exhale, step back, right leg step back, left leg. Inhale, plank pose, shoulders on your spine. Exhale, knees bend, gaze stays forward, downward dog. Good. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, right leg up to the sky, and pause. Push the floor away from you. Look at the right toe. Is it kind of creeping out towards whatever clock that is, 1 o'clock? Point it down to 6 o'clock. Have it engaged. Good. Lift higher onto the ball of the left foot. Push the ground away from you. Feel the knee pointed towards you. Pull the belly in. And then bring the right knee towards the chest. Shift the body weight forward. Push the ground away from you. If the hips don't come for the ride, the leg will never get in that hand center. The right foot plants down between the palms. Good. Left foot comes forward. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale all the way down. Here we go, lift up, mountain pose, another chance to really feel the middle of your body becoming an inner teacher. Close your eyes. Where the hands go, the energy flows. Feel all of that, just really going towards the middle, right where the thumbs are, nice and slow. Nice, all the way down to the floor. Good, inhale, halfway up. Exhale, left leg leads back to a plank, then the right leg. This time, option, bend the elbows, touch the side of the ribs, lower the belly. Inhale, lift up the chest, shoulders back towards the upper spine. And then exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg up. Good, push the floor away from you. Look at the left toe, suck that foot in. Make sure it points down to 6 o'clock. Lift the leg higher. Lift high onto the ball of the right foot, as if you were doing splits right in the air. You got this. Keep the shoulders on your back, keep your belly button in. Good. Here we go. Bring the hips forward first, then the knee comes towards the chest, then the foot plants between the hands. Bring the right foot forward to meet it. Exhale, fully. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, deep bend at the hips through the psoas. Feel that connection. Pull that strength in through the leg. Deep muscle work here. Good. Inhale, rise all the way up. Come on, lift it high. Palms meet at the top. Push the palms together. Find that energy source already at the top. Is standing here. Take another breath just to find center. And right through the middle. Again, close your eyes. Where the energy goes, the physical body goes, feel it all coming into center. That center line, the Shushama, the Ida Pingala, all the way to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Good, all the way back, right leg, left leg, planks. Chaturanga this time. Otherwise, choose any of the other two options that we've already visited. Into up dog or cobra, again, any of the two prior is okay. And then back we go, everybody to downward dog. Right leg up to the sky. Point the toe down, 6 o'clock. Lift high to the left ball of the foot. And then place the right foot in between the hands, hips, knees, chest, head, foot plants down. Good. Here we go. Inhale, high lunge. Chest comes up over the hips, hands over your head, palms together. Draw the navel in. Good. All right, palms push together, if that's okay. And then I want you to bring the hands slightly forward, so if you look up, you can see your hands without having to arch back and lose your breath. Okay, then feel that. I know the legs are working. Close your eyes and start to bring the hands down to the heart center, nice and slow, just like we did in mountain. Keep going to the navel. And then bring the hands to the lower back, lace them, eyes are still closed. Press the thumbs away or the knuckles away, shoulders down, navel in. And then challenge yourself. Prayer pose to the back of the spine. Fingertips point up. Palms together. If that's impossible, grab your elbows. One more breath. Pull apart the hands, lift them over your head. Good. Side angle, left heel down, right forearm to the right leg, or right hand down to the ground. If you have it in you, left hand over your head, otherwise, left hand to the hip. Good. Sink deeper into that right hip. And then place the left hand to your lower back. Bring the right hand around the front of the right thigh, bind at the fingers. Where the hands go is where your energy is flowing, so feel the right hip flexor working hard. Feel that connection of the knuckles to the thigh. Bring the left hand back up. Bring the right hand back down. Push into the right foot, lift up, warrior two. Straighten the right leg, Hands over your head. Exhale, hands slowly to the middle of the chest and to the heart. Bring the hands to the hips. Lift the left heel back up so the toes face forward. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, hands plant down onto the ground by the right foot. Step it back with the right foot, plank pose. All the way to the belly or chaturanga, your choice. To a cobra or sphinx, whatever you've got. Exhale, downward dog. Good job, you guys. Take 3 rounds of breath in your downward dog. Anytime you need a child's pose, you come down. Anytime you need to feel reconnected with your shoulders going towards the midline, the palms are playing a huge part of this practice today. The feet are playing a big part of this practice today. The mind's focus, where you're drawn, has a huge part of your practice today. Left leg goes up to the sky. You know your focal points. Lift high to the right ball of the foot. Hips come forward, knee comes to the chest, left foot plants down. Lengthen the spine, chest over your hips, hands over your head. And stay there. Hold the belly in. Palms touch, look up. Make sure you can see them so that your shoulders don't start going high. Then close your eyes as an option. And where the thumbs pass through the center of the forehead, the nose, the chin, the throat, little knots of prayers, right? Down to the navel. And then to the hips. Separate. Feel what that does. Bring the right heel down. Align the chest, the shoulders over the hips. Arms come down, side angle. Left forearm onto the left leg or left hand down to the ground. Right arm over your ear. And now I get to see you. I'm so happy. It's very strange teaching a wall. Big breath. Good. Here we are. Bring the right hand to your lower back. Palm is facing away from you as to get the right shoulder reversed. Bring the left hand from the left front of the thigh to bind at the left hip. Yep. And sink deep into that left hip. Pull the navel in, push through the right toe. The heat, the solar energy. Feel your fingers connected. Energetically do something instead of just touching. Touch to make sense. Touch to make a connection. Good. Release the bind. Push into the left foot. Come right up, warrior 2. I know it's tight. Straighten the left leg. Palms together over your head. Close your eyes. Exhale. Thumbs pass through the center of the forehead. The nose. The chin. Heart. Solar plexus. And then to the hips. Rebend the knee. Arms open back up, warrior 2. Left palm down, right palm down. Step back, plank, or knees down. Chaturanga, or straight to the belly. Up dog, cobra, whatever you choose. And then back up, downward dog. Just 3 breaths. Listen to the breath. Place the right knee down to the mat. Lift the left leg up. Point the toe straight down to 6 o'clock. Pull the navel in, push the floor away from you. Bend the left knee. Lift the left leg nice and high. Reach the right hand forward. Stay here. Otherwise, the right hand reaches up to 12 o'clock. And all the way back to the pinky side of the foot as you lift up. Shift the body weight forward. Your gaze can go straight down to the hands in the front over to the right shoulder or towards the pinky of the toe. One more. Find your prana. Good. Bring the right hand down, keep the left foot up. Tuck the right toes in, lift the right knee off the ground, left leg high to the sky, three-legged dog. Downward dog. Good. Gently bring the left knee down to the mat. Lift the right knee. Lift the right foot to the sky. Push the floor away from you. Feel that center control. The left hand pressing down. The right hand pressing down. Then the right hand becomes dominant. The heat, the pingula, and the left arm reaches forward. Reach or bind around the pinky side of the right foot. Good. Shift the weight forward. Gaze consciously made. And I want you to think about what you're doing here. Your left hand is reaching for your right foot. Your left hand is your Ida, the right foot of the pingula, the sun and the moon. Here's your connection, right? Here's your chance to lift the prana higher, to lift the consciousness higher. And then release the left hand only, right foot stays high. Left palm down, push the floor away. Lift the left knee by tucking the toes, right leg nice and high, three-legged dog. Soften through the neck, the ears, downward dog. Right foot placed down by the left foot. Let's clear up all of this space. Shift forward plank. Chaturanga or down flat to the floor. Cobra. And let's go to downward dog or child's pose, your option. Downward dog or child's pose. Feel the shoulders going towards the spine. Good. Whichever one is yours. 3 more breaths for a total of 6. If you're in downward dog, bring your knees down. If you're in child's pose, lift your chest up, tabletop. Please bring the right foot, actually right leg, let's say it better. Right leg up and back. Then please bring the right foot outside of the right hand. And I'd like you to lengthen the left knee back until you feel something happening within these hip flexors, this right hip flexor. And then I want you to squeeze the right knee towards the right shoulder. And then allow it to go unenergetic, just blah, right? Okay, then push down through the left hand. Get the left shoulder placed. Push down through the right hand, get the right shoulder placed. I haven't even asked you to do anything yet with the leg, but you're starting to feel something happen. Then pull the right inner thigh towards the right shoulder. Use the hands and the bind of the right shoulder and right inner thigh to shift the body weight, or not really the body weight, more to lengthen the spine forward. And feel what that does to your lower navel. And keep pulling the yoga mat back. Keep sending the heart space forward. Keep going. Good. Now I'd like you to take that right hand, place it behind the right heel. Pull the floor backwards. And then creep the right foot in a little bit. Underneath the right shoulder. Yep. And then place the right palm flat outside the right foot. Send the left knee back again. Shift the heart space forward, but don't forget to keep the back straight. And then creep even lower. Hold here. Okay, and then take the left hand. Bring it to the left hip, hold here. 2 more breaths. And exhale, left palm down. Right hand beside the left hand. Lift the left knee up. Step the left foot outside the left hand and straighten the legs. Pour your body over your legs, fold. Good. Heel toe your feet back together. And then I'd like you to separate the heels. Keep the big toes touching. And then lift the 10 toes, all 10 of them, and feel what that does for your inner thigh. Lift up the chest halfway. Feel what that does for your sit bones. It should be feeling like you're lifting higher. And then pour your chest over your legs. Lay down the pinky toes and so on until you get to the big toe and hinge. Inhale, rise all the way up. Hands over your head. Thumbs pass through the middle, nice and slow, nice and consciously. Down to the ground, halfway lift. All the way back, downward dog or vinyasa if that's what you'd like to practice with. Set yourself back up. Knees down to the floor. Step the left foot outside the left hand. Lengthen the right knee back. You know your alignment cues. Press through the floor, push the floor, and then pull it towards your body, lengthen the chest. Activate through the right hand, the right shoulder, the left hand, the left shoulder. Tie elbow and tucks in. Squeeze the left knee energetically towards the left bicep or shoulder. Feel what that does for your practice, for your energy, your focal point. Then bring the left foot a little closer to center. Place the left palm behind the left heel. Lengthen the spine. Push through the hands equally. And then left palm flat outside the left foot. Create that left shoulder under a little bit more of that hip. Lengthen. Squeezing energetically to the center. Find your focal point, and then see if you can bring the right hand to the hip for 3 breaths. Right palm flat. Swing the left leg all the way back this time. Cross your ankles and come to seated on your butt. Okay, then I'd like you to bring all of this inner awareness, this triangle of the inner thighs. Kind of bring your gaze down to that tailbone area with your eyes closed, palms just rested on the knees. Take a few breaths. And then imagine this nice, let's say silver. Silver is usually the color of that middle Shushama line, that serpent that intertwines like an infinite symbol or number 8 symbols all the way up, and they pass through all these nadis and they meet and end at the nose. Imagine you can see that center line because we're going to demand a lot of action there. It's an energetic feeling, right? And then now I'd like you to reopen your eyes. And I'd like you to place your right hand in between your thighs. Place your left hand in between your thighs. And I want you to push into the hands to lift up the ankles. Just see what that does. Can you even, can you do that? Can you push into the hands to lift up the ankles? Okay? And then I want you to try to do that without bringing your shoulders forward like you're, I don't know, not very strong, right? We want strong proud chest and belly in, and then hold up the feet. Yep. Okay, now what I want you to do is try to hook the toes or the ankles around the feet. And try to lift up the butt this time. So shift forward, lift up the butt. Shift forward, yeah, Laura, you've done this one before, good job. Lift up the butt, okay? And then we try to do the feet up and the butt up at the same time. So this is a huge awakening of that midline, of the inner thighs, of the strength in the shoulders, the navel, the psoas we've been talking about. So here we go, lifting everything up. Good. Okay. Stay there with your legs crossed. That took a lot of heat. Or if you've got lotus pose, place your left heel on your left hip and your right heel on your right hip. Okay, and then come into that one again. So let's say you can't do both legs, right? A lot of people cannot do this pose ever because their bone structure. Try it with one leg. So maybe just one heel comes up to the hip. Doesn't matter which one, try them both eventually. So today I can do this, so I'm gonna go for it. And then I'm gonna bring my hands in between my legs again and try again. So the easiest one for me is to do the hips up first, and then everything rises. All the way up. So try both sides, just a tiny hover for me. Some people can do this and lift their butts up like 6 inches, one day maybe, and then bring it down. Okay, and then try the other side. So if you have the left heel on top, on the side, let's do the right heel. If you did a half of a lotus, and try both sides. If you have both of them up already, try with the other leg on the bottom, or the other heel on the bottom, and the other shin on top. And then once again, put your hands in between and rise. Ooh, this side's good. Yep. And then gently release it. How'd you do on that one, Jackie? Good. Okay, let the legs go. Shake out the wrists. Okay, and then let's give some love to these wrists. So I'd like you to grab your little crab pinchers, your index finger and your thumb. And I'd like you to reach, so the easiest way to find this tension spot is if you move your right thumb up and down, you see this little vein pops out, this tendon actually. And I want you to go right to the inside of the bottom of the tendon where you can see it and just pinch. So let's show you a little bit more. So, so this little line pops out for me right here. I'm gonna put my thumb right to the inside and just pinch it. Yep, and then I'm just gonna move my fingers. Yeah, that's it. So that's a really nice tension point, not nice. But it goes way beyond just that spot. Good. Okay, and just shake it out. And then bring the right knuckles down. And just kind of massage out through the palm of the right hand with the left. Give it some love. And then shake it out. Okay, and then pinch the other one. So same thing. Pinchers. Grab the inside meat. Hopefully you get a good meat part there. And just, so you can even circle the thumb out, move your fingers. So for me, I get real stuck nodules in the left one. Massage it out. When you're satisfied, then you're going to bring the left palm down. Kind of get that left forearm vertical. And then just massage it out with the right hand. Give yourself a nice little internal massage of your palms. Feels good. Good. Okay, shake it out. Okay, bring your legs out in front of you and lower down to your backs. Okay, just take a second. Let the feet do whatever feels comfortable. And then bring your attention to the base of your spine. And just see what's here. And then from the base of your spine, draw an energetic line going straight up through the center of your navel, through the center of your rib cage, the center of your chest, the throat, and then stop right at the tip of your nose. And then breathe there for a few moments. As you pause there, I just want you to explore which nostril is dominant. Create this beautiful canvas of you to explore and to get familiar with your body. And then I'd like you to follow that energetic line you imagine down from your nose, down to your throat, passing the chest, the ribs, the navel, and back to the base of the spine. And then I'd like you to please separate your feet wider than your hips and let your knees fall towards one another so that you have this release in the SI joints and the hips. And just take a few breaths there. A few Ujjayi breaths, in and out through the nose. And just create a memorable impression for your practice now. A memorable impression in your physical body, your pranic body, which is your breath, your life force. Or maybe something that you learned or felt or rose up through your practice today. And then from here, please extend the legs out in front of you. All the way out in front of you. Just stay laying down. Okay. And then I'd like you to place your hands right in your pretend pockets. So your right hand in your pretend right pocket and your left hand in your pretend left pocket. And then I want you to press your right heel forward. Don't lift it off the ground, just press it forward. Like you're walking, right? And just notice what hip went up. Good. And then relax the right heel. And then do the same thing with the left heel. Walk the left heel forward or push it, activate it forward and feel what hip lifted up. So you actually have to do it to feel it. I'm not going to give you the answer. And then I want you to go with this practice like you're walking, laying down. So the right heel reaches forward and then the left heel, and just feel what it does to the base of your spine. Harmonize through the left and the right side of the body. Just feeling this effect of your feet on the middle of your body. And then just relax. Good. Okay, bring your knees to your chest. Lift your legs straight up to the sky. Reach the heels up towards the sky or the ceiling, depending on where you're practicing. Yep. Flex your toes towards your knees, all of them. Okay, and let's do that same thing. Place your hands in your pretend pockets and walk your feet into the sky, leaving little impressions in the clouds or the ceiling, and feel which hip goes up as one heel lifts and then the other. Just feel what that does. It's pretty cool, right? And then if you'd like to just stay here for your inversion today, stay here. Otherwise, if you'd like to explore this in shoulder stand, I invite you to take a shoulder stand and explore the walking in the clouds or the walking in the sky or your roof. Walk your hands up your shoulders or up towards your shoulders. Elbows get nice and close if you're choosing shoulder stand. And then explore how is this different. The higher the feet lift. But the legs have to stay engaged, right? And then find stillness in whatever variation of your inversion that you chose today. Just find stillness. Find the mind. Find your place in this posture to harmonize yourself with your practice. And then when you're ready, slowly begin to bend your knees. Bring your feet back down to the floor and just simply let your knees go left and right. Once you allow your knees to go left and right and you feel ready to relax into Shavasana, the time has arrived. Shavasana. Allow your left leg to extend out in front of you, taking up as much space. And let the left leg go limp. The left hip go limp. The left side body, left shoulder, and left arm. And left hand. Left nostril. Left hairs on your head. And then let the right foot go limp. Right leg and right hip. Right side of the body. Right shoulder, right arm. Right ear, right side of your nostril. And the right hairs on your head. Let everything relax. Allow the practice to evolve and unfold beyond your primal self and into a deeper, meaningful self, a conscious self evolving. I'm going to play this So Hum meditation for you all as you allow yourself to relax deeper into this meditation to help guide you into self-reflection. And you're going to find that your breath will synchronize with the So Hum, the I Am mantra. Allow yourself to synchronize. Allow yourself to be guided by this energetic Sanskrit word of So Hum. Sanskrit holds energy. Let it hold energy and find energy within you. We're going to go for 3 minutes. Go beyond your cares and concerns. To the infinite beyond. A deep spiritual passion and connection. Not mere external analysis. But inward reflection and self-analysis. Allow all that weighs you down heavy to release. Feel your energetic being rising, awakening. connected by the meaningful mantra of Om, the connection of each of us, honoring each and every single one of us in our unique light, our unique energy that no one else can have. Only you can manifest. Take one more cycle of this mantra, please. And rest. Rest in this sacred space. Feel your physical practice meeting your spiritual practice, your peaceful practice, your lunar practice, your magnifying practice beyond just the mat. So begin to bring some movement into your feet, through your fingers, reawaken through meaningful movement, knees towards the chest, and roll to the right. A big inhale, a nice to a reawakening, white, divine, beautiful self. Lift all the way up to your sit bones, finding a nice comfortable seat. Smiling from the inside for all to see, even if it's not externally, it doesn't matter because you feel it inside. Now let's bring those hands back up to the heart center. Rise those hands, those magic hands, up towards the sky. On your exhale, slowly bring the thumbs to pass through the center of the head, the nose, the throat, the heart, the ribs, the tummy, and down to your laps. Okay, here we are. Thank you for practicing. Namaste.